Hello, I'm Bonnie with Unfinished Stitches.
And I'm Madison, and today is Monday, February 26th, 2024, and this is Flosstube number 38.
Yes, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. We have a lot to share with you today, so both of us. So we're just gonna get right into it because there's so much. All right, who's
Yes.
going first?
Well, do you have any finishes that you would like to share? I don't have any for this month.
I have 3 finishes, so we'll just intersperse them here as we go. I'll go first, though.
Okay. Do you want to start then?
I'll start.
Okay.
Okay. Madison, I feel like we're a disaster today, so hopefully we get through this okay.
Well, it is a Monday morning, so.
It's Monday morning. My project bag. This project you guys have been seeing is called, it's from Little House Needleworks, and it's Farmhouse Christmas. This is what the completed project will look like. They sell the patterns individually. You can choose to do them all together or individually. I've chosen to do them all together. Whoops. And I'm considering this a finish because I finished another block on it. The whole thing's not finished, but I finished a block, which is quite large.
It's a big one.
It's a big one. So I finished that quilt block in the bottom center this last month. It was my least favorite block to work on, I think, because not that I don't like the block, I do. It's just that what I liked about this is the little farm scenes and all the patterns. And so I wasn't looking forward to doing the quilt block. Oh no, I did finish it. I had a little panic moment that I think I thought I forgot the flowers and the vines around the border, but I got it. So I'm pretty excited to have that little block there in the center all finished up.
It looks great. You have so much done on that.
I just have 3 more blocks to do, so maybe it'll get done. We'll see.
That's exciting.
I think I only did 2 blocks this year. I think so. Yes. So I'm counting that as a finish.
I think that's a finish. You finished 1 block.
Right? Yeah, they're not. Yeah. Okay. And you have no finishes?
No finishes for me.
Okay, well,
no.
Let's see something fun you worked on though.
I'll just head straight into my whips. So this first one I have is in my terrarium bag, which I love.
Yes.
And so this is Woodrose Manor by Brenda Bay.
Okay, wait, stop. Hold the phone. I forgot to tell you what I stitched this on. I'm trying to be better about that.
Sorry. Yes.
And do you think I can find it? Yeah. Okay. Well,
you never can find this one. I do know you did the vintage spray because there's the whole saga.
There was a whole saga about this. That's right. And vintage spray. Let's have a really quick conversation about the vintage spray that I have. I had to change the packaging and the bottling on the vintage spray. So because of shipping problems with the liquid. So anyway, I have a new bottle. Some of you have already gotten some of the old bottling. This is the new way. I'm also going to do a video, hopefully sometime this week, on how to use this. Just some tips and tricks. It's not hard, but I've had a couple questions. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just do a little video on how to use it. I mean, you just make sure you shake it well. You want to spray back and forth like you're doing spray paint. But I'm hopefully going to do a video on that. Anyway.
Perfect.
So, well, okay. You keep going. And if I find it, I'll tell you. Okay.
Okay. So I told you, so I'm working on Woodrose Manor by Brenda Gervais. And I'm stitching mine on 16 count dirty Ada. And so this is my progress. So I have all the borders done, but I worked on filling in the house. And then I also did that bird that's sitting on top of those flowers.
He's cute.
He is cute. And I also filled in some of that white at the bottom with those trees. I'm almost done with the house. The bird there, that's the edge of the house. So I'm almost done filling it in.
That's a lot. You did a lot of work on that.
I really did. So and I did the fence too. I stitched on this at the beginning of the month, so I forgot.
It's funny.
I also did the fence.
When you work on things at the beginning of the month, like as I was going through pulling stuff, I thought, did I already show this or was this at the beginning of the month? But anyway.
Yeah, so I did the bird, the fence, I did that a tree or two, some white and a lot of pink. So
yeah.
Always don't even remember.
And you've done your own conversion on colors, which has
yes. I've done my own conversions because she provides, they're not DMC colors, they are Weeks, Classic Colorworks, GA Sampler, Shaker, all of the above. So I have my own DMC conversions. I'll put them in the description box below in case anyone wants them. Because I have many people ask for them. So I always love working on this one. It's really fun. Right. And yeah, so it was fun.
Okay, so for my project that I just showed you, I used 16 count coffee from Vintage Needle Arts and was sprayed with a spray. And I used most of the called for. There are a few, I switched out the white and the red. So I'm trying to do better with that kind of situation and what I've used. So we'll try to continue that, right?
Yes, normally I have it written down, but sometimes we just forget. Depends on the day.
All right.
So I told you we're a mess. So
we're just here trying to do our thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next one is in one of my Christmas bags. This is called Share Joy, Hands to Work.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you worked on this.
I did work on this. I finished this. So here's my finish. I got him all done. So cute. He's cute. And oh, you know, you would think, oh, I wouldn't. 14 count Yorkshire Gray is what it's on. And I did my own. They had DMC colors they use, also Weeks Dye Works, but I did my own color conversion because I think when I pulled the DMC colors, I didn't care for them that much, so they weren't as bright as I thought they should be. So I redid it, but I'm happy with him. He turned out really cute. He was.
Yes, I love a little thing on his head.
Got his little topper thing. It was fun to stitch. It was really fun. Very fun. So yay! I'm excited.
Good job.
Yes, thank you. Excited to have that done.
You started that this past Christmas, right? So you finished it. That's so good.
Did start that this past Christmas. Okay, what you got?
Okay, next one I have in my cute little woodland creature bag. And this one is called A Bit of Spring. And I'm blanking on which book I took this out of. It's by Blackbird Designs. This is like my working copy. I don't know where my book is. Do you remember which book this is, Mom? Is it the friendship book?
Yes, I believe it's the friendship book from Blackbird Designs.
By Blackbird Designs.
Yeah.
I need to write it down. I need to go back and find it and write it back down in here.
I believe it's the. I think it's the. I think it's the friendship one. Sorry.
I think so too. So this is on 16 count natural that I sprayed with vintage spray. And so this is the left side of the border here done with the flowers and the leaves. And then I've also started up here on the alphabet.
Yes.
So love this. This I had to restart a couple of times because the green that I was using was the called for and it just blended in with my fabric.
That's right.
So I did have to restart it, but I'm very happy with how it's turning out now.
Do you know what the name of it is? Huh?
A Bit of Spring.
It's not
A Bit of Spring.
It's not the friendship one. Oh, it's the for my friend one. I'm sorry, a bit of spring. We'll have to find it. It's not that one either. Maybe you have,
I can't remember.
Maybe I don't even have that book.
Oh wait, it's the Ooh La La book.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, it's Ooh La La.
I mean, I have most of their books, but okay, it's Ooh La La. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I have that book. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's mine, but I keep it away. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you do have it. Yes, so that's this pattern. I really like it. It's nice pinky colors. I worked on it because it reminds me of like Valentine's Day. So
yes, it does.
And obviously the full alphabet that I have not worked on at all, but at least I have, a side of the flowers done. So I've got this side done here.
Great.
I started the A, so
it'll be quick to finish whenever you want to go back to it. It's,
yeah, it's a fun one to stitch on. So,
well, and I always like all the Valentine-y stitching because it's all the pinks and reds and the pretty colors.
Same, me too. Even if it's not like Valentine's, like this one is not really Valentine's, but to me,
right,
it feels it.
Okay, so I have another finish coming up, and it's in this bag with the, remember how I used to fold together the gum wrappers back in the 80s? Okay, so I don't have my pattern to show you because I must have already put it away. It's from October Fiber Arts. It's called the Itch to Stitch, and I got it finished.
Love it.
A long, skinny pincushion. Where was I? I finished this while I was traveling. I don't know where I was. I don't know. Whatever.
No, when you were on your weekend, right?
Oh, yes. So some friends and I went for a little quilting retreat getaway a couple weekends ago. Maybe, yeah, whatever. Up into Estes Park and stayed in a cabin for 4 days and did a bunch of sewing, and I finished this. That's right. I started this on a travel trip for work, and then I finished it up there. So, but it turned out really cute. The other one I have in the same bag, which I've started, is this one, but I haven't done any work on it. So these were both 12 by 12 starts. So this was a 12 by 12 start. So I got it finished.
Look at you finishing it.
Yes. I stitched this on. I don't know. Why would I know? I thought I was organized with my fabric counts.
But is it 14 count? It looks like just like a natural 14 count, doesn't it?
Or 18 count. It's an 18 count, Ada. It's an 18 count natural colored Ada, because I wrote it on this other card. That's weird. I don't remember putting this pattern away, but evidently I hope. Oh, I gave it to my friend. That's right. I
was gonna say you finished it and then you were like, get rid of it. I'm done.
I gave it to Colette. She's like, yeah, I'll take it. I'm like, okay. Because she cross stitches. Okay. So that's another finish for me. That's 3 finishes I had this month. Last month. Jeez. I have to change her name. I have lots of unfinished.
I know, right?
It's okay.
We're still like 95% unfinished and like 5% finished. I'm sure if we did the math, like the number of projects we have started.
Right. Okay.
So the next one I have is actually a new start, and it's from the Cross Stitch for the Heart book by Emma Congdon. This is what it looks like. They're like a bunch of little, I don't know, little motifs. And I started it for like Valentine's Day. And so I did it on 16 count white. And I started up here in the corner. Oh goodness, you can't even hardly see the colors, can you? My lighting has it's kind of gloomy today. And but there's different color variations. I don't think you can see it. the bottom is pink, or the top is pink and the bottom is orange.
You can't tell. It's really hard to see.
Weird.
There, I can see back there.
Oh.
They blend really well.
Okay.
They blend well.
Yeah, and I think
when you pull
that's
it back,
the point.
the color a little better.
Okay. So it's a lot of work because you have to do all these color changes because it's like outlined in a light pink and then filled in with a dark pink and then outlined in a light orange and filled in. So anyway, so I started this. Obviously I didn't get very far, but it was a fun stitch to work on for a little bit.
Oh, that's pretty big. Like it's big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's
let me see.
198 by 129.
Let me see the picture again. I want to see. Oh, okay. So that X and O is pretty big. Okay.
Yeah. So like it's like half the
okay
height.
I see. I love that one though. Love that.
Me too. I kind of wish I had worked on it more, but I got really annoyed with all the color changes, like I was just saying, because she like outlines everything in like different colors, which I like, and it's a cool effect, but it just like takes a lot of time. And I get distracted when I'm changing colors because that's when I just my mind goes and I'm like, oh, I gotta go do this and that, and I forget what I'm doing. So
you forget what you're doing.
Anyway, but I love her. I love this pattern. Yeah, you're right. This is like half, because if I fold this into quarters, like look how
yeah.
This is big. It's definitely big. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun to stitch though, definitely. And the colors are bright and really fun.
I was going to show that book, but I think mine is with that other project, Queen of Hearts, that I started.
Yeah, I have multiple projects from this book started, so I have copies to keep with each of my.
I do have, because see, I don't put this with my project because it's too big to put in my.
Yeah.
So, from this book. And it also has that Queen of Hearts one that we talked about that we both started.
Yes.
So here's the one you're
and that was and the Queen of Hearts was in my bucket to work on, but I never actually worked on it.
It's in my bucket, and I didn't work on it this month either. I worked on it last month, but I didn't work on it this month. This is the one we're talking about. We both started. It's a lot of you got to really pay attention to what's going on because it's kind of all over the place. But anyway,
and all that outlining and stuff, which makes it seem it's a cool effect, but then it's a lot. I forgot to show you my bag. It's my Trash Panda bag.
I love that one.
Me too. So anyway, okay.
All right, let's move on to a whip. Okay, so I put this in my whip pile because I did do something to this. It's in this bag, which we love. This is my project called Nottingham from Kathy Barrick. And I had made a mistake. And I had stitched an M here and skipped my N. And a couple people caught it. And so I ripped it out and put the N in, but I didn't do the M.
Because you're stitching it backwards.
I'm stitching
like
it backwards.
The alphabet backwards.
Yes, because it's going down. And so that's the direction I went. And so all I did was unstitch it and then stitch it back the correct letter. That's all I did. But
thank goodness.
It was something I touched. Excuse me. But this is a picture this plus fabrics, Heartland 14 count. I love this project from her. Love this. I love the colors of the threads. I'm sorry, they're really messy. I've kind of done my own combo conversion from several of Kathy's conversions herself. So it's like kind of a disaster mess. And I think I'm kind of changing things as I go. And anyway, we'll see how they turn out as I get further along this project. So, but that's all I did on it. That's it.
That's okay. At least you fixed your mistake, because if you didn't do it, then you'd forget, and then you'd
forget
that stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. My next one is in my tree bag here. which is fun. And this is actually a new start for me, and it's a new pattern. And it's called Hey Sweetheart by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And it's a Valentine's one. It's like a typography with all these fun words. And I liked it because it was pink. And I'm stitching this on 16 count white. And it's a nice, cute little one. The stitch count is about 100 by 100. Oh wait, I have it on the wrong direction. Here, there we go. It was upside down. The sweetheart, because this says sweetheart, I had it the wrong direction, but they all go different ways. But this is the way. So I've got some little envelopes. This says sweetheart, cutie pie, and be mine. I had sweetheart done, but I messed up and I had to unstitch heart, basically all of it, because I had messed up. So I would be further along, but then I got frustrated and ended putting this back, but it's really fun. I like stitching words. So yeah.
You made more progress on that than I realized that you did.
Well, and like I said, would have had more done, but I miscounted. I messed up. But it's a fun, cute little pattern to work on. So there's a drop shadow on the sweetheart, and I didn't leave enough space between the H and the E and the E, and so that I didn't have enough room for the drop shadow. So
Right. I remember you telling me that. You were like,
it was like 2 hours of stitching that I had to undo, but I kind of was like, oh, maybe I'll finish this. And then I got mad and put it away and was done. So, but it's a fun little pattern. And like I said, I love words. So
yes.
Anyway, and that was a 16 count white.
Oh, good job telling that.
Yes. And the pinks here, let me just show you. There is one red, and then there's like a bazillion other pinks. Like, look at all.
Oh, but I love them all.
Me too. They're all like really bright ones that you like never use.
Yes.
You know, they're kind of like too bright, but they're really fun. So
all together they look good, and
they do, and they look really good on the white. So, and there is a gray that you use for like just the birds up here. They're like eyes, but I'm just gonna pull it from another project or something to fill it in. So I didn't buy a whole skein for that.
Right. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, so this one I pulled out last night to work on, and I had worked on it like an hour in this bag, and I had to work on all that I had worked on because I had turned my this project, Baker's hometown.
Did you turn it the wrong direction?
Oh yeah, I did. And so I've started over in this corner here. I've already done this motif, and I started up here on this motif. And here it is. It's right now, but I had it turned this way. Oh gosh. Wait a minute.
I thought you started up at the top. No?
No, and now I'm wondering if I'm in the wrong direction again. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to figure. No, I think it's right. I hope it's right. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be mad if I did it again. Wait, I got it.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to figure this out. This isn't a square. It's not square. Oh my gosh, I may have turned it again.
You need to just put like a piece of tape that says like right and left.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know, because it is hard because it's just like this giant.
No, it goes this way. I did it correct. I did it correct.
Okay, but yeah, that's the way.
It goes this way. All right, I was getting panicky there for a second. It goes like this because it's a little bit taller. I had it turned the other way, and it was wrong. I had it turned.
Okay.
I had it turned this way. I don't know. It was wrong, but I had to rip it out. It's right because I kept looking at it. It's right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, I need to put tape on this.
It looks great. It looks good. You worked on that one again.
Yeah. It was It was fun. I like working on this one. So yeah, I just added this in is all I did. Because I just worked on it last night for a little bit.
That's pretty good though for one night.
Yeah, I mean, that was my goal. I'm like, oh, I'd like to try to work on it at least one night of here and there. And let's see, this is done on 18 count oatmeal. So
Looks good. I love it.
thank you. Me too. And I need to put some painter's tape on it because it's starting to ravel. No, I don't have a
Yes. Yeah. And then just write like
have a zigzag.
R
Yes,
on
I need
the
to.
right side.
Well, I'm thinking
Or
that
like
once I get some more stitch, it'll be easier to.
stitched.
Huh?
Well, yeah, but you know that you never know when. I've done that before. I've like written just so I know what's what because
And we are
they,
both
yeah.
using the call for thread colors.
Yeah, I haven't worked on mine yet this month. So
Yeah.
I don't have mine to show, but I'm glad you made some progress.
Yeah, not much, but I would have had more if I didn't have to rip that out. I didn't unstitch. I ripped it out using those scissors with the hook on it that we have. Oh, mine aren't
That's what I used to rip out my other one.
so well. If you guys have to rip out a bunch, cutting it out because it has a little hook on the scissors, and you can just hook under and cut. I do have them in the Etsy shop if you're looking for them, but they work really well. Anyway, so I had to use that.
Yeah, I used those as well to rip out my one I just showed. So they work really well.
Yeah.
Especially for large sections that you need to cut out to get it done quicker.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, my next one that I worked on is Harriet Salt 1866, which is my red work sampler. And so I
sure hope this is turning out okay because you are very glitchy.
I hope so. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Okay. Usually when it's glitchy, it turns out okay, but am I glitchy to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've been working on this and I've decided I was going across with the alphabet, but I decided to go down so that I can get to some of the other fun motifs. Like I have a bunch of cool, fun little border designs on the bottom of mine. And so I'm wanting to kind of get down here so I can kind of get a variation from all the alphabet. So I'm going down. So now I think I'm on the second or third page at this point. I think the second page. So I added, I think, these bottom three alphabets here.
Nice project.
Yeah.
Progress is what I meant to say.
So yes, and this one alphabet that I just did was so annoying.
I see that. It's very
one right here. Yeah, they weren't cross stitches. They were like straight stitches. And it took forever. It took forever to do. So that's also kind of nice of working down as I'm only doing part of each of these alphabets and then I can take a break and then eventually I'll come back and go down the other way.
So. And that is a good point is that, you know, you're just doing a little chunk of each of the different alphabets at a time and you're not stuck doing A through Z, you know.
Which is why I switched because I was not wanting to work on it anymore because this alphabet also is like the worst alphabet up at the top because it's all curly cued and so it's nice to have some variation and I'm getting into like the simpler alphabets. So I like the variation. And I'm stitching this with Sulky number 712 and this is 12 weight, the red. And mine is just on
the colors 169 is the color.
Oh, it's 1169. Sorry, not 713. Sorry, there are two numbers on here.
I know.
And this is an 18 count that was like natural, and I did a little tea dye just to kind of add some modeling to it to make it look a little more vintagey, like Harriet's. So that's my progress. And this was in my house bag.
I love all the Bristol samplers.
Me too. I've been enjoying working on this. I do find that like I get kind of bored sometimes with stuff like this and the the one you just showed, because they're all the same color. It's like all the same kind of stitching. So I like working on it in small little stints has kind of been nice. So
And I think that's a good thing. Oops, a good point is that it's if you can just pull it out a little bit and even just do some little thing on it, at least you did something. And at the end of the year, you'll have some little progress.
look how much progress I've made just by doing a little. I mean, this isn't many nights of work. It's maybe a couple nights and I've made progress. So
exactly. It does help. A little adds up to a lot, just like many hands, or I don't know how that saying goes. It's like I was trying to think of that Mary Poppins saying. Oh, now I can't remember it now. Half begun.
Yeah, me neither.
Cute. And everybody commented on what that saying is from Mary Poppins about half begun is, or
Never
now
done.
can't think of it. And everybody's gonna be yelling at the screen. It's this. Anyway, whatever. I love Mary Poppins. Okay, so I'll move on. This is my project bag. So you guys have seen this bag and this project many times, and you will see it many times until I finish it. I like it a lot. I like stitching on it, but I just get bored really quick with this one, and I don't know why. It's not boring, but I don't know. It's called Suffragette, and it's from Little House Needleworks. I love this project. And thanks to one of our viewers, I caught the fact she's from France and her name is Moran. I'm sorry. But she caught the fact that I had forgot to finish the top of my E in the word suffrage. And so I fixed that. And then I did quite a bit of work on her. I finished her dress. Actually, she's all done except for a little bit on this flag here. So I did make quite a bit more progress on her. It's slow going, but I don't know why I just can't stick with it when I start pick it up to work on it. But you know what? It's okay. If I just work on it here and there, eventually it'll be done.
Exactly.
Like I said, I just love it. I love this project. And like when I'm stitching it, I'm like, oh, this is fun. And then I can only stitch on it for like one night. And then the next night I'm like, I'm done. So
I'm that way too. So the quote Mary Poppins is well begun is half done. Like I said,
well begun is half done. I'm gonna remember that one.
Starting is half the battle.
Right. Starting is always half the battle. And so
yeah.
This is on 16 count amber, by the way. And I'm using the called for DMC colors. Well, the conversion to DMC that they provided.
Mm-hmm.
They did classic colorworks, but I did the DMC conversion they provided. So, and I do really, really like it, obviously.
They look really well.
While I stitch in it, I love it. But then the next night I'm like, one night, that's all I can. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
Okay, my next one is in my birdie bag, which I love. And this is Live on Little by Plum Street Samplers, the giant ocean scene here. And I'm stitching mine, I believe, on 16 count fog. Of course, you'd think I'd have this more easily. It's 16 count fog. And I worked on the border over here. I added some leaves to this and a few more little stems. But that's the top there. So I've been trying to fill this out because I had the bottom done already. Yeah, so I worked on this just one night, but little by little.
Little by little. And that bottom is heavy stitching.
Woo, it's heavy. I didn't know where to start, so I was like, I'll just keep working on the border. So yeah, just a little bit. Nothing much really new to add, but just a little.
It looks good.
I do really like, this is fog. I really like this Ada. It's very soft. I really like it.
Here, Paula, do you want a cookie? Come on up and say hi to everybody.
Hi, buddy.
Hello. it's windy outside and it's very windy. Like we're under a fire advisory, if you can believe that, in the middle of February in Colorado because it's so windy and the relative humidity is like 15% today. He doesn't like the wind blowing his ears around. Okay,
Don't
buddy.
blame him.
Okay. All right.
That either. So
He doesn't like the wind either.
no.
My next project bag. This is strawberry harvest from Cottage Gardens. And beautiful threads. I am using actually the called for threads on this, which are gentle art threads. Oh, and some DMC. Oh, I wonder if I'm using the called for. So, and there's only 2 Classic Colorworks in here.
Okay.
And I did what they did because I really liked the effect of the strawberry. So I splurged and decided to do that. And here's my progress.
Wow, you've made a lot of progress on that one.
I have. I stopped because the fill-in part of that bird where her eye is and her chest is blending in too much with the thread color that's already there or something. I don't know. I need to go get some other DMC. I think, yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I was just missing that color actually. Now that I look.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I was just missing it. And for some reason I didn't get it. And so I need to go pick it up and fill that in. And so then of course I stopped because I didn't have that color and I haven't been to the store to pick it up. And so now I didn't go back to it and I was having fun with it. And this is on a 14 count hazy gray fabric flare. And so it's one of those Adas that's stamped. So the back of it's white and the front has that mottled gray on the front. So I would like to get back to it, but I need to get that thread.
Yeah.
And now I kind of had to stop still, and you can see my project basket, my monthly basket back here. I'm kind of over what's in it, so I need, after Flosstube here, I know you do the same thing. I purge it and then I pick my projects for the month that I want to work on.
Yeah.
And so
Favorite time of month.
Me too. So I don't know that this one's going to stay in for the month.
Yeah.
It's really fun to go and pick out the new ones for the month, though. I get very excited. At the
Me
end of the
too.
month, I get over what's in there.
Yeah, me too. I get it.
That I've worked on everything. Excuse me. But I don't know. Anyway.
I hear you.
Okay. You hear me?
So I do hear you. This is my last one to share. This is in my pretty purple bag.
Okay.
I love this one. And so this is my the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow here by Carriage House Samplings. Sorry, my piece of paper is stuck here. So I'm working on this last block over here. I have the first 3 done. Here it is from afar. So I worked on
So pretty.
another 4th of this block. It's kind of how I've decided to kind of break them up a little bit. So I had the bottom 4th done, so then I worked on this top 4th here, and there was a little tree, some keys, a bird, some more windows. Because these blocks are not full coverage, but like kind of.
They're heavy. They're very heavy.
I mean, the whole bottom down here, that's all full fill-in. I mean, it's full coverage basically. And so this house, there are, 9 windows on the front here and then 3 more on the side. I gotta still do most of those. So.
Are you using the called for DMC threads?
Yes, she provides NPS, DMC, and Soleil de Alger. I don't know what those are. Are those silks?
Yeah, those are silks.
Yeah, so she provides all 3 of those and I'm using the DMC provided. And This is on an 18 count that I hand dyed with tea.
Okay.
You can see the modeling.
Right.
You want to be able to see most of that because it's going to be covered in stitching, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And you can see
So pretty.
I did have a problem. I started way too far over here as to over here. I'm probably gonna have to sew some fabric on here when I go to actually frame it, but
You can make it work. It'll be okay.
it'll be fine.
But it'll be fine.
So yeah, I know. Look at all this. It's so heavy because of all the
And that's only the top row.
yeah, that's the back. So yeah, so I did another quarter. I was very happy with myself. So we'll
Yes.
see. It's kind of nice to just like break it down that way, so it's not so overwhelming.
Yeah.
And then again, I'm not doing all of the house. I was like, oh, I did some of the house, and then I did these birds, and like again, about breaking it up so I don't get bored.
Right. But that's what works for us, both of us, is to just work on something here and there.
Yep. So I'm very happy with how it turned out. I love this pattern though. So
Do too. I love all the carriage house hawk run patterns. I want to do them all. I want to start them all.
And the best way I find to help keep track of my patterns is by using my highlighter, and I highlight it when I'm done because especially for these patterns, like there's a lot and all that fill in. So using your highlighter is very helpful for my pattern in particular.
I especially these ones that have like this one, I find it very helpful on like a Quaker to highlight what I've done and what I'm working on. So I'm just going to show this because it doesn't matter. You can see I highlight as I go on my Quaker because you can keep track of where you are. You don't have to keep recounting. Oh wait, how far up am I? Wait, 5 points or whatever.
Yep. I spend more time recounting than I do stitching if I don't use a highlighter for a complicated pattern like that.
And it really helps.
It does. It makes all the difference. It's also just, I don't mess up as much and it's more fun to do the stitching.
Yeah.
So
guys are not using highlighter, and you have to
also
recount and make copies of your patterns and just highlight away because
or you could also use sticky notes. That's what I'm using in my Bristol sampler book because the pages are glossy.
Oh yes.
I use sticky notes. So like I was working on this row here.
Yes.
And
yes,
like I use sticky notes to block off the stuff I wasn't working on. So that also can be helpful because these pages are like glossy, and so I don't think it would take the highlighter. So anyway, those are my hacks.
Yes, for helping to. Okay.
Yeah.
My next one.
Sorry, that was a tangent.
That's okay. It's in my Star Wars bag here. And this is my long dog sampler. Ooh. Called Quinto Ocudo. It's the pointed fifth. And this was a 12 by 12 start, pretty sure. And so I worked on, it's still in my hoop, and so I'm leaving it in here. Sorry, I used the double Morgan hoop because I 2-hand stitch. Anyway, so I'm working up in that corner, and I do like working on this one, but I can only work on it so long. And sorry, my phone's going off. So I'm working up in this corner right here where the bunny is. And so I'm trying to get this little diagonal done. I'd like to do the dog, and look at this fun pig. There's like over 100 animals in this one, I read.
Crazy.
I like this one. I'll never finish it, but it doesn't matter. I have fun stitching on it. And sometimes I have people say to me, why do you start such big projects? Because I like to. I like to stitch on them, and for me it's the journey.
I know, and I always just love the big ones. Like I don't know what because they're all so beautiful. Like I just love the big ones. I like some small ones too, but I'm just much more drawn to the big and complicated ones.
Yeah. And this is DMC color. Oh, I bought boxes of it. I should know.
Isn't it
$9.39. Yep.
$9.99.
I bought 2 boxes of it.
Because it's
$9.39.
like a navy blue.
And navy, and Lost in Stitches finished hers. Hers is done, but she's in Fast Stitcher, and she did hers in the same color. And so I loved how hers came out. So I know it looks black, doesn't it? But it's a navy. Anyway, did I tell you what kind of fabric it was?
No, but it's white.
It's a white 14 count.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Anyway, I like it, and it's one of these ones like I can only stitch on it for a little, like one night or so, and then I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's intense, and it's
Yeah.
very symmetrical, and so I really have to pay attention. Which sometimes for me that can be hard. Okay.
Same, I feel ya.
So this little retreat my friends and I went on, like I said, we were up there for 4 days and did a bunch of quilting. So I have a bunch of stuff to show you. I have wool projects to show you, quilting projects to show you. But one thing one of my friends gave me, isn't this cute? She brought one for each of us. And so
That is cute.
I know it's cute. I love these little tin mugs from Lori Holt, of course. I have another one that has pin cushions on it, and it makes great things for, like, you know, put your stuff in. Anyway,
Love it.
I had to share that with you guys.
We have too many coffee mugs, so we use them not only for drinking, but for putting things in because
Well, and this is like a pretty one you want to see like in your sewing room all the time. So, you know,
yes.
she has several of these from Lori Holt, my friend that gave these to us, and she has them hanging on a pegboard in her sewing room, and they look so cute just hanging.
Cute. I bet they
have something in them or not. That's Colette that I'm talking about.
I bet that's so cute.
Anyway, I wanted to share a couple haul things with you guys real quick. I got this. It's a Mill Hill kit, and it's called Spring Bouquet. Oh, and Spring Bouquet. Oh, gumball machine. Duh. But I want to make it a Christmas ornament. So
Cute.
I just saw this and thought it was adorable. And
It is adorable.
What it looked fun.
It's cute.
So I bought that, and I thought I'd share that with you guys. And then something else that I got, which I don't know why I felt the call to order this, but I did. And I ordered this silk thread. Well, I do know why, because all the Halloween, all the Valentine samplers that are out there. This is a variegated pink and red, and it's a silk. I don't even know if I bought the right kind of thing, but I saw this and it was so pretty. The colors, look.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
And so that was the biggest reason, is because I like the variegation in it. So I bought this. Like I said, I don't even know what it is. It's Swa something. I don't even know. I think it's from.
Wait, can I see the tag? I think that's kind of like what I just said from the Hawk Run Hollow. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I know it's called Swa, but then Swa, I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Well, it's beautiful. I love it. It would be so pretty for something like that's all for Valentine theme.
Yeah, like some little sampler, like the one you're doing with all the words or something. That's why I bought it, because I just thought it was so pretty.
It is.
I don't know. I'm not like some silk person, but I just thought for this, it was so pretty. So I bought that, you know.
I like it. It's beautiful.
I ordered it. And then I also have 2 fabrics that I got. This is a 16 count dusk, and it's from 123 Stitch. I was just on there perusing, and so I bought a couple things. This is Fiber on a Whim, Spicy Mustard. We got this from Colorado Cross Stitcher, I think. Did you get some of this when you were here, or no? Or did I just, I'm not sure where I got it then. Oh, I ordered it online too. I remember that I ordered it from 123 Stitch, but it's more mustardy than it's showing up.
It looks like green a little bit.
It's not. It's a deep mustard, and I can't get the color to show up right. So anyway,
Those are both fun.
I got both of those. And then, I don't know, I'm just going on with haul. Do you have any things you want to show?
I don't have any haul, so you can go for it.
Stacy Nash. This is one of her crackers, and this is the bunny because I thought, it's springtime, and also it's Nashville Needle Market is coming up, and so everybody's coming out with new patterns. But I usually don't get sucked into that because I kind of like wait and look at stuff and wait and decide if I really want it. And then this is from Brenda Gervais with I Needle and Thread. Of course, for St. Patrick's Day. A friend gifted me this cross stitch with a featherweight on it. And I collect featherweights, I guess you could say. I have several.
You do collect them, I think.
I have 4 of them.
More than one. So
friend gave me that. Also purchased this because, well, the bunnies again for springtime. I don't know, maybe I should start a couple starts for March.
I'm thinking, yeah, I don't have any plans yet, but I'm thinking maybe.
Okay, and then I forgot to show these to you guys like at Christmas time. I bought these at a craft sale
Fair.
Like a little craft fair. They were doing a fundraiser for something, and the lady that cross stitched these was there, and she said this is a 6-count Ada, and she used 6 strands of floss and made them. And so I bought these because I thought, oh, that'd be a fun way to support the charity, and so I bought those. I thought they were very cute. I kept needing to show those guys to you. This is Hands Across the Sea Samplers, Anne Roberts, 1842. Got this. Thought it was fun. And the Sampler Company from Brenda Keys is also really fun. This came from Colorado Cross Stitcher. There's that one. And one more. And then that's all that I have to share. That's Paul. This is Kathy Barrick. Good Intentions Revisited is what it's called. And I really like the one on the top with the turquoise bird in black.
That would be pretty with that dusk you just bought, that Ada that you just bought, that darker one.
Yes.
It's big enough. It's like it's teal. Yeah, that might be kind of cool if that works out.
Yeah, that might be very good for that. Good thinking. So that's my haul. You don't have any haul?
No haul for me.
Okay, I'm going to share something else.
Okay.
I have saved a bunch of photos and whatnots from my gardening this past year, and I made a gardening journal, and I have little notebooks in here, enough to hold 4 years worth. And I finished my first, so this is kind of how it looks. And I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but I was very excited. So I spent several days doing this, craft wise. And I just put in pictures and I journaled about what, there's one of my original drawings, but it was very fun to make. And you guys know I like some kind of paper crafting and what have you. So I had fun making that so that I know, how my harvest went for the year, and I can look back and see if I need to, if I need to change anything, or I don't know. It was fun. So I did work on that a couple days too, crafty wise. And what do you have crafty wise that you worked on, my dear?
Well, I did quite a bit of crocheting this month that I would like to share. So I did 12 more granny squares for my Valentine quilt. So I'm up to six rows now, which is great. So I added another 12. And I'm planning on doing 15. So we're over a third of the way done. I'm very happy with it. It's now you know, it's kind of like a blanket or Afghan, not quite yet, but it's starting to get some heft to it. Um, so
At least it's not just a chair blanket anymore, right?
I know I have to kind of like fold it in half a little bit. I still keep it on my chair over there, but yeah, like look at it. So, and it feels so cool. It's like an actual like kind of little Afghan now. So I did 12 more. I joined them up. So I like joining them as I go so that I don't have to do it all at once because it can just be kind of a lot. But like,
I'm so jealous. I still, over there in my cabinet somewhere, still have my 2 stacks of 12s just sitting there. I should give them to you.
yeah, you should. I mean, if you're not going to do it, I'll take them. That's a whole nother row, lady.
I think I have 2 rows.
Ooh.
Anyway, I want to get back to it, but oh,
Too. I don't know. I like crocheting because sometimes it's a little less, it's more mindless than cross stitch, obviously, because you have to do your counting and whatnot. So I've really just been enjoying it. It's been very relaxing.
it's beautiful.
That. And then if you'll remember, I also started another, I think I shared this, my Daisy Afghan that I wanted to start because I thought this was so cute and I had white and I had these colors and I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I did 12 more of these and
So
then
you're going to do 12 across like on your other one.
yes, because that's like a lap size quilt. That's why 12 by 15 squares.
Yes.
It's kind of like a lap size quilt or Afghan blanket, whatever you want to call it, which is what I like because then I can just have it on my lap when I'm sitting in a chair. Like I don't need a whole king size Afghan at this moment. So that's why I do 12. Also, then I like kind of batch them. So I'm not doing everything and I can see some progress and have something to show you guys. But I decided to do the kind of checker pattern of the gray and the white. And I really like how it's turning out.
I do too. It's very pretty.
So this one, it looks like a little table runner at the moment because it's skinny, but I'm happy with how it turned out. So I've got that going as well.
Do you think those squares are quicker or longer to make than?
They are quicker.
They're quicker.
Because, yeah. Well, so the outer 3 rows, so the white one and then the 2 blue ones, that's a typical granny square. But the inside, I feel like this just goes quicker. And also I don't have to do the color change between these 2 rows here. So that's like a less thread to change, less thread to weave in.
Right.
You know, less. I do feel like these go quicker.
Okay.
I don't know if it's my imagination, but you know, because that uses like 5 different colors, whereas this one is way less.
Right.
So.
Okay. I just wondered.
Hello, this is Bonnie. I hopped on here really quick again. I wanted to insert a couple of photos of some items I finished that I already gave away. The first one is of a paperweight of a flower that I stitched for my friend for her birthday. I just got a paperweight off of eBay or Etsy, I can't remember at this point, and followed Hello from Liz Matthews tutorial on how to put together a paperweight. And I put some felt on the bottom of it and it turned out great. I love it. So I gave that to her for her birthday. And then for my mom, I stitched up a couple more of those little wool, little tiny squares that I made for her around Christmas time. And I did this little heart and for February. And then for March, I did this little guy for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to show this wool project.
Okay.
Are you done showing? No, you have one more Afghan thing to show.
I do, but you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go.
I have more besides that too. So.
I know you do. I don't want to stop talking. Can you tell? Okay, so I've showed you guys this pattern before. It's from McKenna Ryan, and I have made this this is a quilt, but I have taken pieces of this and made wool applique, and I've made this a pillow. And let's see if I can show it to you. It's back over here. up there. And it's two bears on a ski lift. And I loved it. And so I've been wanting to make the top of this quilt, this car with all these animals in it. I wanted to do it as wool applique. And I've always been overwhelmed every time I've taken the pattern out of the package. And I don't know, the other night I just was like, oh, I'm going to do it. And so I started it. I haven't finished it, but I've just started getting the applique pieces down. And it's turning out so cute. So you're gonna have to, so I've got the car on, sort of, because, well, I have left this loose because I have to fuse the animals behind all the windows. But I have the car started and I'm so excited. It's so fun. And it's gonna turn out so cute. And then I have all my little packages of animals ready to go. You know, this says, you know, the ram. This is part of the car. So I just have, this is the moose.
All your baggies.
Got all my little baggies of animals. And this is the baby bear. So I'm making progress on it. And I'm very excited that I came up with a plan on how to do this. The pattern for the car was in like 80 pieces. And so what I did to make it easier was to just make it like pretty much one big piece with some tires. And I mean, you know, because it's made to be put together with fabrics into a quilt. But I wanted to make it out of wool and make a fun big pillow. So I'm very excited about it.
It's going to be so cute. I love long pillows.
Share it with you guys because I'm so excited about this. Okay, you go.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to show you guys my bag. This is my crochet bag. This is where I keep like my needles and other stuff. I have yarn in here. I just wanted to show you. This is like my cute crochet bag with the pigs.
I know, I love that bag.
I love that so much. But the other thing that I wanted to share is I've been working on my husband's Afghan. This is the yarn that he picked out. And I've made substantial progress on this as well. I'm trying to get it done. It's big. You won't be able to see it all, but here's kind of what it looks like. So the variegated looks really, really cool. But I've got quite a bit of it done here. So we're coming to an end. I'm trying to finish. But I got to get it done before it gets too warm because I have like this whole blanket on me when I'm working on it because that's just how big it is. So I got to get it done this next month before the temperature starts to rise and I can't work on it. So, but the variegation is turning out really, really cool.
It is cool. Very cool.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Love it, love it, love it.
I've probably done 2.5 balls of yarn.
Those balls are huge.
They're massive. I think they break my yarn.
Yes.
My yarn winder because they're so big. But yes, so I'm excited. Maybe I'll have it done next time. I don't know. We'll see. But I've put a lot of work into it. So
it's huge.
It is huge. Not as big as yours yet.
Mine's over here. Mine's over here at the end of the bed. I have stuff on top of it, but
yeah. So yeah, it's getting hefty here. Yep.
It's so cozy. I love it.
I know. I was working on it last night and it was just like so cozy to have. And I was like, gosh, I got to finish his so I can make one for me. I need one too.
Yeah, you're not going to put this lacy edge on his, I'm sure.
No, he requested no lacy scallop border. And I'm a little disappointed because I love how it looks, but I will do some kind of manly straight edge border.
I love this lacy border you put on. I love
the lacy border on both of these. And I'll probably do white on both of these. It'll look so delicate and cute, but
love mine.
Yeah, so I'll have to find something simple to do for his. I won't do anything crazy, but yeah, I'm just trying to get it done. So anyway, worked on that quite a bit as well.
Okay, I'm gonna go again because I know I think I have more than you.
I have 2 things left, so.
I've got a couple more things. So something else I worked on in my trip up to Estes Park. Hi, Apollo. You guys have seen these before. I rescued these from a flea market a long time ago, and I have a ton of them. As a matter of fact, I'm going to stop working on these. And what I have left, I've actually put in my Etsy shop as a grouping. So if anybody is even remotely interested in salvaging, I think a lot of them are feed sack fabrics. They're unfinished, but if you want them, there's one set of them in my Etsy shop. I don't remember how many there are. There's like 20 of them or something. So anyway, I finished, what I did was sewed interfacing to the back and then flipped them so that now I just need to applique them down onto some fabric. And I'm probably going to use like a creamy white so that they still look kind of old and vintagey, because these fabrics are old. I'm pretty sure most of these are feed sacks. So I finished them. I'm all done. I have them all done now. And now I just need to pick out my background fabric, which like I said, I think is going to be a creamy white. And then I'm just going to top stitch them down and then put the blocks together and then have like a little old looking vintage quilt that, I don't know, some poor lady took all her time to make all these little blocks. And like I said, this is only part of them. I don't even know if I kept half of them. There were so many. And I thought, this is enough for me to make something fun. And so the other ones are on my shop, one set. If anybody's interested, go get them. And I also worked on, this quilt is just kind of okay for me. I got this top finished. It had, I think what I was disappointed in is the fabrics that were in the pack that I got. They were just ended up being pretty boring. And so, it's fine. It was fun to sew, but it's just an okay one for me.
There's a lot more like neutral and whites than you would think.
Yeah, but it's fine for it would make a good kids quilt or something for somebody, but I don't know. It's just okay for me. I was disappointed in it, I have to say.
Because the border, like that teal border and stuff, is so cute. Even the brown one is cute, but
you know how I am about the animals. I'm all about the animals always.
Me too.
It just turned out kind of blah, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's still cute though.
It's cute and it's fine. But, maybe I'll quilt it and donate it to somebody or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I got that finished. Let's see. I still have a couple things left here. I'll just keep going here.
Keep going.
The next one I worked on is this color pop quilt. And I got all my blocks done, but I didn't get them together yet. And they're very bright and fun colors. So I just have to put all these blocks together. Got a neutral, or low volume backgrounds. There's the pattern again. It's called Color Pop. You could do it with anything or any colors. It's from Cluck Cluck Sew. And as long as you have low volume backgrounds, you can use, and it uses light. It uses you can use a jelly roll for it. So I worked on that as well in my weekend extravaganza of, okay, this is just in this box. I worked on this pattern here that I pulled from my scraps, and it's out of a magazine. It's called Irish Cabins, and it's from what's it from? So Scrappy is the name of the magazine it came out of. I don't know why you're whining at me, but I'm kind of busy. So I'm not going to be able to show you all this, but I had to sew a bunch of strip sets together. And then what I'm going to have to do is go in and cut them up into the pieces.
I see.
So
Okay.
there's just a whole bunch of strip sets in here that I've sewn together. And then you cut them and then sew them back together. And then I still have pieces in there. So I worked a lot on this. But it was all strip set. So it's kind of boring, but it's okay. I got a good start on it and I love the antique look of it. Here it is again. It has some striped fabrics in it. And obviously it's red, white, and blue fabrics, but I love it.
That's
Okay.
interesting how you sew the stripes together and then you cut them again. That seems efficient.
You subcut them then. Instead of sewing a bunch of little squares together, you sew those strip sets together and then cut them apart.
Yeah.
So, okay, you go.
Okay, well, all your quilting got me being like, I should get my sewing machine out. So I did pull out a project that I started back in, I think it was during COVID when I had so much free time. And it's from the pattern Pineapple Farm by Elizabeth Hartman, because I just loved the pineapples. So I was like, I'm going to make a quilt. And I used my scraps. And so this is kind of what the blocks look like. I had some done already, but they're just like fun, different colors.
They're
And I did like
pretty.
pretty bright, fun colors because that's what I wanted. Here's like a purple one. So I had these done already. And I decided to become more efficient because you make the bottom is obviously very pieced and then the top is also very pieced. So I was like, I gotta quit doing block by block because I'm not as advanced sewer as you are. So I was like, I need to do this more efficiently. So I finished all of the bottoms over this past week. So these are all the rest of the bottoms that I need. And now I'm piecing my tops together and I'm moving much more quickly.
They're so pretty.
So this is kind of what they look like. I mean, they're all just the same pattern, but you can kind of see the colorways that I did. And I'm making a lap quilt, so I need 40 pineapples. And this is like 25 right here.
And
so.
you used your stash fabrics, correct?
Yes.
Pick
Yep.
your own colors. It wasn't a kit or anything. Yes.
Nope. I just picked from what I had. And it was really fun. I like colors, so I enjoyed picking out. Because you need a medium, a dark, and a light for each of the blocks, and you make 2 blocks from each of those colorways, so they're like
The
different,
same,
but
not. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I'm so proud of you for the sewing on those pineapple blocks. Like that's a lot, and her patterns are pretty intense. Elizabeth Hartman's are, and so yay you and way to go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I like sewing, but I just sometimes have so many problems with like my machine because I don't use it very much and like I have to drag everything out. So, but you inspired me and I was like, I'm gonna quilt. Quilt because no, I have plenty to work on because you know that's how it is. But so
Yeah.
I'm very happy with I've been really enjoying it. So I've actually spent a lot of time doing obviously quilting and crocheting and not as much cross stitch, but I still got a lot done. But I'm into quilting right now.
Well, we both have done like a lot of other things besides cross stitch this month, which is fabulous. And speaking of which, so we both worked on this same project. It's called Town and Country by Susan Claire Mayfield, the Gourmet Quilter. And this is what the project looks like. And basically, you start in the center and it's nighttime. And you work your way out and it's the city. And then as you work your way out, you come out to the farm. So town and country. And Madison, you have picked fabrics that have pink backgrounds. I have picked fabrics that they're called Zywabo backgrounds, and they're pretty much a neutral. And we're going to have to get our quilts out to show you. We have 2 rounds left to put on. And so neither one of us are going to do this outer round, which is just basically hills. But we have the farm round and this other kind of like suburb round. So we both have these 2 rounds left to do. And we're currently working on both those rounds. And we'll have, so the center part is all together and it's so cute. We are going to get those out and show them. Maybe next Flosstube we'll get those out because they're adorable. But you've been working on yours. I've been working on mine. This is my whole next round. And I've have them all appliqued down. And now I just need to go through and stitch them all. This is a golf course.
At round 8.
Yeah, this is round 8, I believe. Here's a golf course cart. So they're just like,
My golf cart here, because this is
oh,
my same round. And I
and-
have mine all stitched.
yep. And yours are all stitched. So you just have to put it together and put it on.
Yes.
Mine are
Look
not stitched this round.
The craft store.
Supplies! Yay! This looks like a candy shop. And so we use a micron pen to actually write in here because like micron pen is permanent. I'm gonna guess this is the dog shop.
Here's a barber shop.
Oh, cute. Yeah, you show the ones that you've stitched. This is a bus of some sort. So the stitching really gives you the detail in these things. Like, so I'm going to have to stitch between all these windows and you just like free do it. Like you look at Madison's there. That
You can kind of see, like, I even go up and over. I mean, the
Yeah.
top stitch, it's a lot of work.
it is.
My favorite part is the piecing, like cutting it out, picking the colors and ironing it down. The top stitch is my least favorite part.
Same. And I'm so jealous you have that whole round done. I have to do this whole next round. There's a pet shop. Anyway, I don't know how many blocks are in this round, but there's a lot you can see.
There are.
Show you anymore. But I have my next round. The fabrics are all picked out. The laundromat is cute. My fabrics are picked. Everything's traced. It's ready to go. I have 2 bags full for the next round. But before I do that, I need to stitch these. And you're ready to start cutting yours and ironing that last round, right?
Oh, I've already started. I have some of these done. That's the first round, little ducky. And then I've got all the rest of mine picked out and ready to go in here. So I'm still I'm starting, but I got over it. And then I moved to the pineapple quilt because I was like, this gets a little, I like it, but it's just, there's so many blocks. I think there are like
365 because it was a block a day. And I don't know what it's from, like 2017 or something. It's very old. But they had done theirs with blue backgrounds and I wanted to do the neutrals. She wanted to do the pinks. So we picked our own, did our own. We didn't use the kit.
And you can tell, like, I used batiks for my piecing because I wanted it to be bright and fun. So I used batik scraps that I had do all of mine because you don't need a lot of fabric.
Right. So
yeah,
we're going to drag those out and we'll show them probably next time. And I'll take some pictures too, and because you're going to want to look at them long because they're really cool.
They are really cool. And maybe I'll get my finished round on. I don't know. We'll see. So you were working on yours and I got mine out. Again, you inspired me to get it out because I was like, we need to finish this. We've done so much work on it. I mean, we've got less than, we've got like 75 blocks left or so. So we're
I still have these, but I
everything organized in our baggies.
Yeah, I'm gonna put these back in here so they stay together. But yeah, I need to stitch mine. You're gonna work on the next one, getting them ironed down, maybe not, whatever. Anyway, well, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate everyone and all your comments. We love to share our craft stuff. I'm sure that's evident that we just get so excited about all our craft stuff. And doing these videos actually always inspires me to get going, and your guys' comments always inspire me, and it's fun the chit chat that goes on and talking about Mary Poppins. What is that saying again?
Well
begun is half done.
Begun is half done because starting is half the battle. So
begun is half done. Got to remember that.
Yes.
Okay. So if you get a chance to get away quilting or stitching with any of your friends, please do, because it was absolutely wonderful that we went and did that, and we had snow. It was gorgeous up there. I don't know if I took any decent pictures of the weather or not, but anyway, it was fun. Or if you can spend time with your daughter on FaceTime, stitching is fun too.
Yes, because we did do that. We worked on our blocks a little bit together for that town and country. We were like, let's do this.
We did. We
don't really say anything, but we talk, but we don't really talk about anything. It's just the company to have and
company. Oh, look at this fabric. It's so ugly. Or, oh, look how pretty this one is. Or,
oh my gosh, how many more do I have left? I'm so over this.
Done yet? No, but it's dinner time. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much, and we'll see you when we see you.
Yes,
Bye.
thanks. Bye.